Yes, sir! What is going on, YouTube? We are back with another Forza Horizon 3 build video, man. As you guys can already tell from the title of this video, we got something a little special today, man. For those of you guys who are familiar with Forza or familiar with just cars in general, man, you guys will know that this particular vehicle is something special, man. So I'm gonna just run through the quick list of people who requested this gem. Sir Sparks, Muhammad Gakal, and Michelle Morgan all want to see the noble M600. Sir Sparks wants to see it done in a drift build, and I think this is an absolutely dope idea, man. So what we're gonna do is just jump into the auto show here. Jump into the Noble section. Now you guys will notice that I started in the Nissan, really for no reason in particular, just because it was close to the ends. I was looking to see if I owned one, and I don't. And what you can see here is the 2010 M600 Noble. Now this thing, the reason why it's so great in my eyes is because, you know, when you think of a supercar, thinking of spending thousands and thousands of dollars, man, you obviously are going to think of a reputable company, Lamborghini, you know, Ferrari, McLaren. Not necessarily that any of those cars are particularly reliable or anything like that, but to have such a small company come out with such an exotic, expensive vehicle that performs as well as any of the big automakers, you know, supercars that they have out there, really says something about the company, man. So what we're gonna do right off the bat is check out our drivetrain. I would have thought this would have been a all-wheel drive setup for sure, just to, you know, kind of get the R8 vibe, Ferrari vibe at the back here. I don't know, I just think it would have been more, you know, there would have been more performance had it been an all-wheel drive right out of the factory. But since it is a rear-wheel drive, that's perfect for us, man, because we want to drift this thing, and what better way to do that than with rear-wheel drive. Now, I'm just going to take a look at this splitter. Typically, I'm not really about the splitters, but for some reason, I kind of like the little canards. Really makes the front end look really beefy on this thing, which I kind of like. As far as the rear end goes, we're going to leave that wing off. I don't know, just doesn't really suit this car for some reason. Obviously, tire compound, we are going to put on a race tire compound. Now, there's only a select few vehicles, really, that I prefer with those tire letters, and this isn't one of those cars. I want this thing to look nice, stealth, low to the ground. I don't know, the tire letters I think will just throw the whole thing off. So as you can see, we got a nice yellow paint job here. Now factory, these wheels are black. I probably will keep with the black and yellow. Not for that particular reason, just because I think on this car it really does look good. I just want to find a half decent set of wheels, and I really like these ones, man. Don't ask me why, I just like the way that the spokes kind of V off a little bit. I think we're going to go with this wheel right here, man. Now, I am, however, going to, like I say, probably going to keep with that black and yellow theme. I think with the black wheels, Noble was really onto something. I think they knew what they were doing with those wheels. It really sets the car off with the black rear diffuser here. That big front splitter on the front. Not really any other black accents, though, but still going to look good nonetheless. We are going to go ahead for sure, upgrade that race clutch. Transmission's going to get a little bit of work, even though this is going to be a drift build. And I think this car is going to be relatively, it's not going to have any problem drifting by any means, but I think I'm going to upgrade the transmission just so we get the option to do a little bit of adjustments if necessary. Now that I think of it, why are we doing that? No rally springs, man, please. But now that I think of it, this thing really probably doesn't need a transmission. This is one of the very few cars, probably from factory, the transmission is more than likely quite capable of doing endless drifts. We're going to see, though, man. It's all about that gear ratio and exactly where we sit in in what gear and in what RPM range. That's, you know, going to determine whether we need to change that. We're going to buy up with credits, $45,000. Obviously, back it on up here. Head on. I know people don't like when I say back it on up here. I'm trying my hardest. It's like a conscious thing in my head. I actually have to try not to say it. But I read the comments, man. So good or bad, I'm reading them all. Trust me. We definitely need to put the ride height down. Look at this. We're getting almost 5 inches of lowering in the front. That's absolutely insane. Oh, hold on a second, man. Hold on a second. Let's get into this. This car is tucking hard right now. Look at how low this car is, man. This is probably one of the lowest cars. Like, I don't think there's any other car that's tucking quite as hard in the front. Probably one of the lowest cars in the game for sure, man. This is proper dope, man. I like this car. I like this car a lot. So let's just skim through a few of the color options. I like the stock colors. I don't know what it says at the bottom there. I don't know what that's supposed to say there. Definitely doesn't say Noble, and it doesn't say, oh, maybe M600. That's what it says. Idiot. But let's see here. For the color of this car, I really did like this Blu-ray here, man. This is absolutely fresh. Now, we did say for the wheels we were going to black them out, but I think I'm going to do maybe a carbon fiber on here just to give it a little bit more of an aggressive look. If you really look at the details, I think that'll make it'll be a nice touch, shall we say. Now, let's see here. We can do a tint on the carbon fiber here. Let's just see if we can do a blue carbon fiber. That would be pretty dope. Let's see, brightness. We're going to get into the blue here. And then we're just going to try to match it up here. Oh, yeah, with the saturation and our brightness down here. I don't know. Is that rice or nice? I mean, the carbon fiber, obviously, I don't know, should be black. I think it should be black, man. If we're going to do the carbon fiber. Do people do tinted carbon fiber? I don't think that I've ever seen that before, man. Why did I just botched the hood there, ladies and gents. My apologies for making you watch this again and having to listen to probably more of my endless banter. But do people tint the carbon fiber? That's not something that I've ever seen before. Let me know down in the comments section. But other than that, I'm really liking the way that this turned out. Now, typically, on a car like this being such an exotic vehicle, I might go for a little bit more of an elaborate color. Now, I really did like the yellow on this thing. The only problem with the yellow is that, to me, it just made this car look like a Ferrari. And at the back, it kind of does with the 4 lights there. On the front, I'm getting a real McLaren vibe. But I mean, twin turbo here. I didn't even look at the displacement. 600. I don't know. With it being in the name M600, I'd say it's a 6-liter, but I don't think it's quite that big. You guys let me know down in the comment section. That's normally what? Like, why would you do that, boss? I don't understand these driver tires sometimes. Anyways, this blue paint is crazy sick, man. Like, look at the shine on it. I don't like. It looks almost matte in certain light. Whoa, but then when the sun hits it, man, it's just shining beautiful. Very happy that I didn't end up going with the yellow. There was a couple other really nice colors in there too, but I don't know, this dark blue for some reason really stood out to me. Let's see if we can get up on that convoy here. Now, shifts are a little bit slow. One thing that I'm noticing, from first to second anyways, fourth to fifth was actually pretty quick. But this reminds me of almost a Mustang or like a Shelby Mustang. Obviously it's a V8, which is uncommon for supercars. I mean, aside from the Corvette, obviously, but typically Ferraris, Lamborghinis, McLarens and stuff like that. Mostly V10s, V12s. What? Okay, we're starting to get a little drift action going on here. Big on the e-brake there. This thing has a boatload of power. Like in second gear, you get that e-brake going. Oh, is that another? Oh no, that was a legit Ferrari. Yeah, that's what I mean. I thought it was another Noble there. Second gear, and you're just banking off the rev limiter, still accelerating. Whoa. Not paying attention to the road there. Okay. But I mean, aside from that, it sounds and performs very much like an American muscle car. Like, you see that little hesitation from first to second, right? And then it kicks in. Reminds me a lot of a Corvette or a Mustang. I don't know. I probably should have done a little bit more research about this car before I started this build, but twin turbo, like V8. I don't know. Does Noble make their own power plant, or do they just take like an engine from another manufacturer and stuff it under the hood? I don't know, man. These are the questions I like to Google. That the thing is, most of the time, I jump into these builds just, you know, wanting to create the content, do the build. I'm real excited. I don't like. It's not until I actually get into talking about the car and, you know, how it performs, and obviously this thing's got a V8 in it. And I wonder, man, is Noble, like, do they just take the engine out of it? I don't know, man. Maybe, you know what, I might Google this right now, because now I'm kind of curious. Typically, I'd leave it, you know, I'd leave you guys to let me know down in the comments section, obviously, give you guys a little bit of interaction. But I don't know, man. This is something that's kind of intriguing me. Oh, going off the road, off-roader. Kind of a bit intriguing. It's something that I might want to look up. Probably going to look up once this video's done, man. Oh, spinning her right around. Didn't mean to do that one. Let's get the interior view here. Now, one thing that I'm noticing about this thing is from the outside, it's a 2010, but it really looks like an older vehicle. It looks like something that was made, you know, maybe in the 90s when the first McLaren came out. I don't know. I'm just getting that vibe. Clearly a 2010, but, you know, all you Noble fans out there, don't hang me for that comment. I think the style of this particular car looks a little bit dated, but that's pretty much a matter of opinion. You know what I mean? It's that's just me, but yeah. I'm thinking we're probably gonna put an end to this video. I am on the wrong side of this house to be taking this picture, so we're just gonna fast travel down into town here, steal somebody's driveway. Now, the reason that I wanted to come down here is just so I can get on the right side of the sun here. I don't know what it is. For some reason, I find that when I'm in a driveway, it just gives a little bit, or in front of a house or anything to just to have in the background, makes it a little bit more realistic in the photo shoot that we do here at the end of the video. So I'm just going to pull off here, the side of the road, see if we can get a nice shot of this blue paint here, that shine. Not really getting it from here. That's pretty much where we want to be right here. I don't know, is the sun going down or something like that? That's a possibility too, man. But yeah, I'm thinking with that's a little bit better, man. But with that being said, I'm thinking we are probably going to put an end to this video. Definitely drifts. I'd probably make this thing an all-wheel drive, like actual race car. if it was me. That way it's just really useful. The power plan's very nice, very smooth running. So yeah, man. But as a drift build, definitely works. That V8 twin turbo power definitely helps get sideways. But with that being said, I'm thinking we're probably going to put an end to this one. So if you guys did enjoy it, don't forget to smash that like button. Don't forget to head on over to the Facebook page. Check that out, man. Doing some behind the scenes auctions and stuff like that. A couple people got some really nice deals yesterday, actually, on, we had the FedEx vehicle, the Isetta we sold, also the Suzuki S2000. So if you get on the Facebook page, man, you guys get a little bit of behind-the-scenes info as to when I'm auctioning off cars. But that's it for this video, man. So as always, I'm your boy Denali. I just want to say thank you guys for watching. We're going to catch y'all mofos at the next one, man. Peace. Recovery of a lifetime. Oh, fuck. Oh, no. Oh, yeah, just keep on rolling there. Yeah. Don't worry about the racer anymore.